1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spoke as a child, I thought as a child, I reasoned as a child, but when I became a man, I put away, or I did away with, the child. Now it says childish matters. The Greek actually doesn't say that. I went into the Greek really hard last night just to make sure. He basically said, I put away and did away with the childish. So let's not put the word matters in there, because then we might think of it's childish things, or now we start thinking of objects. He said, I stopped being childish. That's really what the Greek says there. There's no word there for matters. That word is not there, okay? He says, when I became a man, I did away with being childish. I abrogated the childish is really what it kind of talks about. What he's talking about here is, I thought as a child, I reasoned as a child when I was a child. Well, guess what? When you were a Christian, you thought as a Christian, you reasoned as a Christian, but then you got pulled into a greater understanding of reality. The delusion bubble got cut with the sword of the word of the truth of light. And now you should be reasoning and thinking as a Torah observant Israelite in the context of Messiah. And you actually should be also doing it as an adult. You know, I don't see anywhere where it talks about the adults of Israel. It always talks about the children of Israel. I wonder why. You ever notice that? And the children of Israel did this, and they spoke to the children of Israel. No adults in the room? Well, you see the way they behave, you wonder. But the Father's looking at us today, says the same thing. Are there any adults in the room? Or are we still doing the childish? What is childish? Childish is me, mine, right? Whereas a kid is always going, it's mine. Take the pen, mine, and they're fighting over, take the toy, mine. They're grabbing things, mine. They only can think of themselves. You have to teach the child to be generous, to care about others, to put others first, to do things that way. Are you ready to put away the child and grow up and be the adult? Now, this is not in opposition to when he says you need to come as a child. Come as a child so that I can teach you how to be an adult, is what he's saying. Come as a child. The problem is you come with the hard-headed, stubborn, I think I know everything adult attitude, so you're not coming as a child, and then you still act like a child. You know, I saw in a cartoon, I don't remember where I saw it, many years, like 20, 30 years ago, a little cartoon, one of those little one-frame cartoons, and the two kids were sitting on a staircase, and the parents were just with a bunch of other adults just playing, like, just acting really stupid and whatever, they were partying and stuff, and the one kid looks at the other and says, I can't wait to grow up so I can act like a kid. Because the parents are always telling the kid to grow up and act like an adult. And then the kid's saying, well, but when I get to be an adult, I finally get to play and goof off and do whatever because then it's okay. I'm not saying don't have childlike fun and childlike enthusiasm. What he's saying is, look, you got to put away the childish thoughts and reasonings. You want to come with the child openness to learn, knowing they don't know. Because the child knows they don't know. It doesn't happen to you a teenager where you think you know everything. As a child, you know you don't know. You're always walking up to parents going, here, help. I can't open it. You always know to go ask. Help. Okay? But once you've shown them once or twice, they're like, no, me do it. And you know they can't yet, but they're going to be all fighting with it. Now they're starting to develop that pride and ego and stuff. Let's be careful with this. He says, and you need to be able to say these words for yourself. Write that down somewhere. Say, you need to have the embrace this. When I was a child, yes, I spoke as a child. When I was in the world, I spoke as the world. When I was a Christian, I spoke as a Christian. When I was an atheist, I spoke as an atheist. When I was a whatever, it just doesn't matter. Whatever you were. When I was a Jew, I spoke as a Jew. But now, as a Messianic, Torah-observant Israelite, I need to become an adult and do away with whatever that was before. Not just childish things. Do away with that other stuff, the stuff that wasn't correct. Whatever it was. The problem is, most of you are still coming to this with all of that, or big chunks of it. And then you're confused because it doesn't match up, because you haven't come empty, an empty vessel ready to receive. That's when he says, come as a child. more of a vessel ready to receive.